Hello everybody, here's everything that I own as a future dog trainer and someone with 2 pet dogs and going to be getting a service dog in a couple months. To touch more on the future dog trainer thing, I'm going to be starting a dog training company in like a week or 2-ish probably. So there is some stuff in there for like my future clients and whatnot. So one of my pet dogs is extremely reactive, so here's her vest. It is from Amazon, from this brand specifically, how do you say that? And we have some symbol patches of like no petting, no talking, no eye contact, no photos, and a do not pet patch because of how reactive she is. I need people to like steer clear of her. Here is her over the shoulder leash. It is from TSJ Creations. It has a I need space reactivity leash wrap from Roll King, I think, and then here's the rest of the leash, and then it has a poop bag dispenser on it that my grandma got for me for Christmas. Here's my treat pouch. This is going to be being turned into my dog training treat pouch. Right now this is just my personal pet treat pouch, but it is a pet safe. I think this one is from Amazon. It has a like different belt on it from a old leash, and then it has a little wild berry Pop-Tart keychain that my brother got for me for Christmas, and then it has a ducked out Jeep from Hobby Lobby. And then I also have a muzzle from Pet Supplies Plus or Petco, I think from Petco. But yes, this is Coco's muzzle. Like I said, she's reactive, so she is in the process of being muzzle trained right now. This is our long line. I know that there's a lot of weird stuff with flexi leashes, but I just use it indoors for training. These should not be used on reactive dogs outdoors at all, so it is just a indoor thing for training, recall, and stuff. Next up, I have a Amazon vest in pink. Here it is. This is probably going to be going towards my future service dog. My future service dog is probably going to be an American Lab, named Beretta probably. But that's the name that I want to name her, or SARS, just some sort of something like that. But this will probably be going in her stuff. This is pet dog Chrissy's leash. Chrissy is not reactive, so she doesn't have anything like that on here. It is just a 5-foot Amazon leash. This is a 6-foot Pet Supplies Plus leash, I believe. I just use this for training dogs. Coco's old harness, I use this as indoor training only because she is kind of weird when it comes to collars because she has a Chihuahua mix, so her neck is kind of like weird when it comes to collars, so I use a harness when I'm doing leash stuff with her. This is a growth tracking sweater for Beretta when we get her, like I said, my future service dog. It is from Walmart, and it just looks like this, and it is accessible for disabled dogs. It has Velcro right here that you can undo and kind of strap it around the dog if they're injured or whatever. But yeah, so there's that. It's just a growth tracking sweater. Amazon vest. This is probably also going to be going towards Beretta when she's a teenager. Yeah, this is probably just going to be going towards her when she's a teenager and like growing. I also have shoes. I can't find the other 3 right now. I think they're in the other tote, but I also have little shoes that I'm going to be training Beretta with. And I'm trying to train my pet dogs with them right now as well, saying that it's cold and my state uses pet safe salt. This is super old, but it was a water bottle holder for when I would take them on long walks. I just thought it was kind of funny how old it is. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get into patches now. I just wanted to say something. The reason why I have so many service dog patches is because one of my other dogs was a service dog, but I had to wash her because she's a smaller breed and she was too scared of the public, so I washed her from service work. So that's where all these patches came from, and then I was just kind of putting them in this tote, and this little Tupperware for Beretta when we get her because they were too big for Skittles, my old service dog. Coco is in the way. Okay, so in reality, these are probably going to be the only ones that go towards Beretta. I do have a bunch of service dog ones, but these 2 are probably going to be the only ones that are going towards her, and then maybe this as a patch collar. Legally, they don't have to be labeled as a service dog, and I probably won't, just because I don't want her to really be intimidating, but I want people to kind of leave me alone. And I feel like if she has more of just a simplistic, don't pet, tactical setup, people will be more likely to just, leave us alone. Okay, don't mind how, gross this is right now. I have to wash it, but it's a Amazon collapsible bowl. All of these are probably going to be going towards Beretta, the ones that aren't for my pet dogs. I just feel like filming this video because I feel like I have to get my YouTube channel started, but I don't know what to record. I also have some Walmart dog nail clippers, but I also have a grinder that I need to start using, so My Ekra Creations treat pouch. I don't really know how I feel about this treat pouch, but I use it as a treat pouch for training my cat, so not gonna lie, I might use it for training clients, but I'm not too sure yet. I'm just gonna have to see how I feel about this first. Like, I don't know, it's good for like crossbody, but like, I don't know if I would be down to use it as a like treat pouch, but I mean, it's a good like little like purse type thing. I also have a head Hulk tee and a martingale. This was from Chrissy when we adopted her, and then this was from Amazon, I believe. Obviously, we have a cone. This one is from Petco or Amazon. I can't remember which. But yeah, we just have a little cone. I also have a clicker. I'm sorry if my camera's moving. My dog is like all over it. I also have a clicker from Petco or Pet Supplies Plus, I think. I also have a CB/pull strap handle from like Canine Blueprint, I think is her name. I can't remember, but yeah, I just have this from Etsy. Some shop on Etsy. I don't know. Old training leash that I just use indoors because it broke. Old harness from Walmart. And then I also have 2 martingale collars and the matching collar to this. Like I said, everything that is not my pet dogs will be going towards Beretta, so basically everything that I just showed you, the martingales, the harnesses, all that will be going towards Beretta probably. And then when I get into actually like training dogs, I'm going to also be using prongs and e-collars. I know that prongs and e-collars are very like, people are so weird about them, but all prong is it just mimics the correction that dogs give each other on the neck. So it's just easier for the dog to understand what you want from them, and it's a good communication tool. And then e-collars are just a TENS unit where it just vibrates their neck where the collar is touching, and it just kind of activates their little sweat glands and just makes them uncomfortable, and it's also just a communication tool. So literally nothing wrong with e-collars or prongs. I will be using one on Beretta. I just don't use it on my current dogs right now because they are smaller breeds, and they are not very safe to be using on smaller breeds, especially e-collars. But they are okay for medium to large breeds. And like I said, Beretta is probably going to be an American Lab, so she'll definitely be big enough to use those tools safely. And I'm always definitely going to be recommending them to my clients. So there's that. If you guys have any questions or concerns relating to this at all, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll make sure to get back to you. And if you'd like to support me on my journey towards Beretta, I do have an Etsy shop named Banana Split Crochet Co. And you can always go check that out on Etsy. And if you would like to support me towards my journey of getting Beretta, you can purchase something because all funds are going towards her, so I can afford her from a breeder, hopefully. But yeah, that's that. I hope that you guys all have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will try to make another YouTube video sometime soon. I don't know when.